Welcome to DevOps World. This is Harish Kumar Reddy. So today I'm trying to discuss about Git in part 2. So we need to discuss about the topic of branching, Git branching, and what is rebase concept, and how to merge all the files from child branch to master branch. Okay, so basically if you are trying to do today's topic, let's revise the previous topic also. So we already discussed about Git introduction, and we seen so far what is the operations in Git actually and how we can work on the progress. Okay, so now here so if you doesn't see my previous video, please try to refer my previous video about Git introduction. Okay, so today it's a very important topic. As per the developers, they're trying to go with all the branches that can be done from parent branch to child branch, so based upon the property. So as you know, you are working with Git is a version control system. version control system Okay, we are working with version controlling system where we are developing a source code management. source code management source code management. Okay, I can call this one as SCM. So as I told you that very clearly, we have two types of scenarios. We have two types. The first one is centralized version control system. Next, we are trying to go with second one is distributed version control system. Okay, so it's centralized version control system, distributed version control system. Okay, now here how we are trying to go with the branching. This is very, very important. So for this, we are trying to go with architecture, guys. So it's very simple and very easy. Please try to refer this video, guys. Okay, so now I'm trying to discuss about branching, guys. So how we can work on the branching. So we are trying to go with very friendly video, guys. Please try to refer this video. Okay, so basically if you're working on branching, definitely the developers will fall on the source code, right? So here I'm trying to talk about the branching, guys. Remember this, I'm trying to talk about the branching. So what is branching, how we can work on the branching side. Okay, so this is very, very important. So here I'm trying to talk about the branching. So what is meant by branching actually? So whenever the developers doing multiple modules, suppose I'm trying to go with I'm trying to give the example, guys. So I'm trying to create one line. So this I'm trying to, so what is our default branch? Default branch is master branch, you know, right? So our default branch is master branch. Default branch. So when suppose I'm trying to do some modules, 1, 2, 3. Suppose I'm taking 3 modules. I'm trying to take 3 modules, that is F1 A commit, F2 B commit, F3 C commit. Okay, I'm trying to go with the branching F1 A commit, F2 B commit, and F3 C commit. Okay, and suppose if suppose I have a developer, always remember, whenever you're trying to create the first commit, that is completely static, it never change. Okay, that is completely static, it never change. and whenever you're working with second, third, you can try to change as per the modularity. Okay, so this is comes a picture of linear fashion. Okay, whatever you're trying to see, the F1, F2, F3, we are working with master branch only, not other branches. Okay, so now suppose I have F3 having some doubt. Suppose I have F3 having some doubt. I want to do some modifications, and I want to do some modifications, and I'll try to go with again the modularity. Again, I want to pull all the files into master branch. Okay, for this what I can do here is I want to create a branch for this. I want to create a branch for this. See, I'm creating one branch. That branch name is, I can call this one as child branch. I can call this one as a child branch. I can call this one as a child branch. Okay, so I can call this one as a child branch. In this child branch, what I can do here is I can go with, so whatever you want to do some modifications, I can try to split 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm trying to split, and I can give the name for this. I'm trying to give the name for this. I can go with the name of, I can go with the name, guys. Okay, so I'll try to go with the name, that is test. You can go with the name of test. You can give any name, that's not a problem. Okay, so now I'm trying to go with T1. I'm going with decommit. Okay, T2 E commit, T3 F commit, T3 F commit, T1 decommit, T2 E commit, and T3 F commit. See why I'm doing this? Because I want to change the modules. I want to modify the modules, and finally whatever I done the modulations, and finally I want to merge all the files. I want to merge all the files in these modules. I want to merge all the files into, I'm trying to merge the files. F4 G commit. So I'm trying to merge all the files in this particular repository. Merge all files. Okay, so I can go with the practice, guys. For this you can understand what is this very clearly. Okay, so basically what I'm doing, I'm trying, so whenever the developer want to go with any changes, definitely you need to perform the different modulations as per the developer norms, because developer is not completely perfect to work on the source codes. Okay, so he will try to go with modifications as per the norms, and he will try to go with, so developer want to create one shortest path, that is a branch, that is a child branch to master branch. Okay, so finally he will merge all the files in this particular folder. Okay, that's fine. So now I'll try to do this as per the practical way to understand this concept. Very simple. So basically please try to refer my previous video, guys, if you don't know what is Git. Okay, so first I'll try to create a folder. So with the folder name is, I can go with the folder name is Java. So I can do anything, you can write anything as per your side. With the name of Java. Okay, I will try to go with the name of Java. Okay, so see, I'm opening this file. Okay, so basically if you're working on Windows, guys, it's very simple. So try to open folder like this only. Right click on this, guys. You'll get git bash here. You can open the git bash here directly. Okay, how to install git bash also I told you very clearly. Please try to refer my previous video. Okay, now once you open this folder, that is directory, now what I can do here is I can go on the terminal. So I'm working on terminal currently. I'm using MacBook, guys. Those who are working with Windows laptop, no need to worry. Right, so open the folder, right click on this, you will get Git bash directly. Okay, open the folder and you can open on that folder only, you can open the Git bash. That's very simple. Okay, so now I'm using currently MacBook, guys. That's why I'm trying to go with some modifications. So those who are working with Windows laptop, open the folder directly there only. You'll get Git bash directly only. Okay. CD. I can go with desktop. CD. I can go with the Java. Yeah. So now see whatever I told you that sequence. Whatever I told you the sequence. So what is the sequence? This is a sequence. I want to do this sequence as per my norms. Okay. So for this, what I can do here is I can go with touch F1 git add dot. So I'm trying to adding the repository, guys. So I'm directly creating touch F1. No, this is not right path, guys. So for this, what I can do here is I want to initialize the repository, guys. Okay, don't do this directly. I'm trying to say try to go with like this only. Okay, so don't open directly and you can try to create a folder. That is completely wrong method. Okay, don't do this. Okay, so now what I can do here is I'll first, whenever you are trying to do any structure format, definitely you need to init git init. Okay, I'm initializing the repository touch F1. So git add dot git commit -m. I'm going with a commit. Okay, so touch F2 git add dot git commit -m. I'm going with b commit. Okay, so touch F3 untracked files to staging area to local repository, guys. Okay, touch F3 git add dot git commit -m. I'm going with c commit. Okay, so now what I can do here is git log one line. See what is this? A, B, C are in master branch. Now, so what is our default folder? Master. Remember this. Okay, so we got master directly. Now, so once you done this, so now I want to go with so suppose I have a modification in C. So I want to change the C file. So for this, what I can do, I can go with git branch. So what is our branch? Git branch is master. Okay, I want to add a new file name. Git branch name. What is branch name? Test. If I go with git branch again, see I have test file. I have a test file. Okay, so now what I can do here is I want to work on the test folder. For this, we are trying to go with git checkout. So I can go with test. So switch to test account. See here. So successfully we switch to test. Same commands, guys. In Windows also you can do same things. No changes. Okay. So now I'm trying to go with test. So if I go with now I can go with touch T1 git add dot git commit -m. So I can go with dcommit. Sorry. Okay, so T1 is created. Okay, so now in the same way, we are trying to go with T2. Touch T2 git add dot git commit -m. I'm going with E. So now touch T3 git add dot git commit -m. I'm going with F. Okay, now if I go with git log -one line, see what happens here. What happened here? A, B, C are in master branch, D, E, F are in test branch. Now, so I want to combine this child branch to master branch. I want to merge the files. Okay. So for this, I am trying to go with git. So we are trying to go with git checkout. Okay, master. Okay, I was switched to master. Now I am trying to go with git. So we are trying to go git merge test. I am trying to merge all the files. Previously this is non-linear fashion. Now we are trying to see the linear fashion now. Okay, in master branch. Okay, so for this what I can go with the git log one line. See, this is how we can merge the files. This is very simple, guys. See, basically whatever I am trying to do, this one is whatever you are trying to go with non-linear fashion to linear fashion, that is called git rebase. Whatever you are trying to see the files from modification files to up to merging files, that is called rebase concept. Okay, so what is meant by rebase? Actually, rebase will comes a picture. So we already discussed very clearly. So we are trying to go with, so branching is nothing but what is our default branch here is master branch. Remember this. So here you need to remember one thing. So I'm trying to go with the nodes. So first, what is meant by git branching? Git branching is comes to a picture. We are working with a non-linear structure to linear structure. So we are working with linear structure. So based upon the modification of okay, we are working with based upon the modifications of developer perspective under the source code management. Okay, the first point. Now what is meant by rebase? Rebase is nothing but, this is first one. And what about rebase? Rebase is nothing but, we are trying to go with rebase. Rebase is a concept where we are merging all the files from non-linear to linear structure. linear structure. So based upon the child branch to master branch. Okay, so this is called rebase, guys. This is first rebase. We'll continue this class rebase second concept also. We have a second and third concepts. We'll try to discuss that one in next class, guys. Okay, so branching is very very important. That's why I'm trying to give the high priority this particular branching. So branching is very very important, guys. Suppose you might have a doubt, guys. Suppose I'm working with multiple modules. I'm going with F3 here. Suppose I have modification F2, what we can do? Suppose we have a doubt in F2, what we can do? So same thing, you are trying to go with branching again. You have to create one more branch here, and you need to modify from master branch to child branch. Okay, you can try to create any branch from your side. Okay, as per the linear format. Okay, and you can do same operations as per the norms, and we are trying to work on the progress. Okay, so basically what we are trying to say here is, whenever you are performing any merge, you need to commit extra created merge as per the child branch to master branch. Okay, and you need to notice one thing very clearly: all the branches can be done by parent to child only. Parent to child based upon the Git version controlling system. Okay, so this is what we are trying to say, the concept of Git rebase. Okay, so this is very very important. Tomorrow we'll try to discuss about the remaining part of the rebase concepts. So we'll go with one by one. It will be very simple and very easy. You can understand the concepts of Git operations. Okay, so this is what today's class, guys. Thank you so much and have a nice day.